Here in Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark in a city steeped in baseball history. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, Singy, let's get right. First pitch coming your way next. Getting the nod in this one, Andrew Abbott. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extreme.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and the Red Sox jump in front. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Digging in, Chipper Jones, leading the AL in batting average.
Ball.
Jones with a homer in his last game. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the second game of the series. To the right side, and that's just foul.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Check swing didn't go. The count now 2-2. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Steer takes it in for the out. One away. Check out the Red Sox lineup, and a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Albert Pujols.
Well, Boo, clearly he's just one of the best hitters to ever play this game. Being a member of the 3,000 hit club, just a true professional hitter. I know we use that term, but this guy is just the epitome of it. So much fun to watch him swing the bat and just work a pitcher. You can learn so much about the art of hitting from just watching this guy go about his business.
That one missing inside.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 2-1.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with. Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That's a base hit, so they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Pujols with 4 runs batted in his last game.
That's a foul ball.
Foul ball. The 0-2. Man at first, one away. way inside.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. First and second, one out. Manny Ramirez, the next to hit.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
One out. Runners at first and second. Now the 0-1. And ball one.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Abbott checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. Got him swinging for the strikeout.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Time called. And the batter now, Gary Sheffield. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. One for the Reds on the homer. It's now 1. We go to the bottom of the first. And towing the slab for the Boston Red Sox in this one, Johan Santana. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters look down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Eugenio Suarez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Red Sox already leading.
Low inside.
Close, but called the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think of. Good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And he'll reach second with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Even though he was really late on it, he clearly barreled the ball because that one was ripped down the line. He had to be really short with that swing, not get beat by that pitch.
One out, runner at second. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Strike 2.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's the second out. This is J.J. Bleday.
No.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Slider, low outside.
1 and 2 here. Swing and a pop-up. Piazza gets under it. That is the inning. Reds leave 1. They trail here 1-0. On now to the top half of inning number 2. And stepping in for Boston, Carlos Beltran. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the catcher to hit, Mike Piazza. This one in the air, center field. Myers has a beat on it, and there's one down.
Batting 9th, second baseman Joe Morgan.
Here's a big power threat, Joe Morgan. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. Swings through that one.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Rudder takes off. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's a laser base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with one down.
Shortstop Adrian
And so 2 on with 1 out. Red Sox already lead it. Adrian Beltre will hit next. Runner on the goal. And that's fouled off. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here at the top of the second. Runner goes again. In the dirt. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. In the air, left field. And he makes the catch. Both runners tagging from second and third.
No.
And they add to their lead as the run scores from third. So up next, Chipper Jones. He's 0 for 1. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Picks himself up at RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with it.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Red Sox 3 and the Reds 0. We head to the bottom of the second. In now for the Reds, MLB Marte. That one's in there. 0-1. Marte, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Man, that got him square in the mask. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Low outside.
Dane Myers stands in now and watches strike 1. Fouled off left side. 0-2 now. Line drive, base hit, right center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And next is the designated hitter, Sal Stewart. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Slider. Middle inside.
Left field, way back there. Carrying well. And that one is off the wall. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And it'll be runners at second and third, only one away.
Well, this one started with a bad jump. Can't come down with it, and it turned into extra bases.
Spencer Steer in the box now, takes strike one. A little out front there as he swings through
Sinker.
it.
Low outside.
That one misses, and that is ball one.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Got him swinging for the K. He swung over top of the curveball.
Four-seam fastball.
Here's the second baseman, Matt McLean. And he drops in for a strike.
Circle change. Low outside.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swing and a bouncer. Beltre fires to first on the run.
Got him.
What
That's
a
an out.
play. Inning over. Pujols. And first offering is fouled off. Strike two. Swing and a ground ball. De La Cruz gets it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. And now here is Manny Ramirez. Struck out swinging his first time. Check swing went around, and that's strike one. In the air, left side. Lede under it. Two down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Two down, nobody on. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
Well, he saw that changeup really well. Just a little early, still barreled in. As you see, home run distance, just couldn't keep it fair.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Carlos Beltran digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Base hit center field. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Nice grab over to first, and they get the out. Reds claw back with this homer. It's now. Welcome back, and singing last time out he was nearly untouchable. Today, same story.
He's pitching like a man on a mission out there, a hitter's nightmare.
On the ground to the left, Beltre. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now.
Inside.
And first offering is fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
No question about this one. It's out of here. takes a souvenir into the second deck. And they're chipping away. It's 4-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Stevenson now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Curveball. Low inside.
On the ground to third. Throws to first. 2 away.
Up next for the
2
Reds,
outs, base is empty. Next for Cincinnati, J.J. Bleday. There's the strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Swings through it for the K. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Reds get one back on this solo dinger. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Red Sox baseball. Back here at Great American Ballpark, Joe stepping in for Boston. Joe Morgan. Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time.
You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says they are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
He steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Adrian Beltre getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 1-1. In the air to left center. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the
That's outside, and that's ball 1. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Rhett Lauder getting loose out there. Ferguson, a left-hander, also throwing. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. On the money. Nice play. Nothing doing for Boston, but they lead it 4-1.
Just give me one more chance to shine.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Noelvi Marte. Right through there for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Sinker. Middle outside.
What a stop. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out.
up next for the Reds, center fielder Dane Myers.
Dane Myers, the next to hit for the Reds. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul.
Low outside.
Tap softly third base side, a swinging bunt. In plenty of time to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
4-seam fastball.
2 down, bases
Middle
empty.
outside.
Sal Stewart now at the plate.
Over 80% of his first pitches are
Circle
strikes.
change.
If you're doing that,
Low inside.
could have a really good day out there on the mound.
That's out.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
And a swing and a miss.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
That one a little bit high. 2 balls, 2
4-seam
strikes.
fastball.
Really good
High
take,
inside.
especially with 2 strikes.
Line drive. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Save. He beats it.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. So runner at second, 2 down. Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
This one in the air, right field. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Run comes in from second, and they cut the lead to 2.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Matt McClain will hit next. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. That is the inning. Run-scoring double here for the Reds. Back here in Cincinnati, and stepping in for Boston, David Ortiz. Swings through that. Ortiz, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 2000 hit club, and he's a former home run derby champ. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the slurve, and it was the right choice. Here's some real power at the plate. Albert Pujols. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Foul ball. Red Sox leading it by 2, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. Pujols wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and that one was indeed a strike. No challenges left for them now. Here's the 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Myers under it. Out number 2. So digging in, Manny Ramirez. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Two down, nobody on. And that just misses. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Bottom of the inning. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Ellie De La Cruz.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield. He's electric.
That one finds the corner, and it's 1-1.
Low inside.
There's a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. Morgan takes it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Reds.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And he grounds one to the right side. Morgan tosses to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Catcher Tyler Stevenson.
And here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
High outside.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Reds.
J.J. Bleday, the next to hit for the Reds.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
That one pulled foul.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
This one popped up. Morgan under it. And that will end the inning. So one left for Cincinnati. Still down by a count of 4. Back here at Great American Ballpark. Close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Stepping in the long ball threat, Gary Sheffield. First offering way inside, almost got him. Action in the pen down there. Graham Ashcraft, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Fastball is outside. And that's down and away. Tap foul at the plate. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Out to short, De La Cruz. Over to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here's the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. He's 2 for 2. And a foul ball. Red Sox by 2. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Fought off foul. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That misses, and it's 1-2. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That hit him.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Man at first, Mike Piazza up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss at a slider. That one missed. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1. That's inside. Beltran leads off first with 1 away. So a walk puts runners at first and second. So up next, Joe Morgan, 1 for 2.
Joe Morgan.
Swing and a foul straight back. Two on, 1 out. Clips the corner, and the count is 0-2. Stays alive. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And next for the Red Sox, Adrian Beltre. Golden opportunity right here. And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Out to short. Nice stop. Over to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across. Diamond, man, put this guy on the mound.
That one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And there's a ball. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. This one smoked on its way out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add to their lead. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one.
So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, David Ortiz. 1 for 3. And there's a foul ball. Foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Reds get 3 on this long ball. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the 6th inning. In now for the Reds, Noelvi Marte.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead. At this point, he's got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Outside low, and that's ball 2.
Fastball. High middle.
Out towards right center field. Beltran on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. So digging in, Dane Myers.
Outside.
Ball.
The Reds with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. And another ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Bounce to third. Jones. Throw to first in time.
Up next for the Reds.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Sal Stewart.
He's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Nobody left for Cincinnati, and it's still. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Yeah. Shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
And that one hammered, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Next to hit, Gary Sheffield. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. Man at second. Swings and misses. Now 2 out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Foul ball there. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Red Sox. They lead at 8-2. Back here in Cincinnati. He's getting late this one, Singy. He looked unhittable in his last outing. Today, much of the same.
Yeah, Boog. Scary thought for the rest of the division. Total dominance out there.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Circle change. Low outside.
And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Up the middle. Beltre. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Up next for the Reds.
Matt McClain digs in now.
Matt McClain.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
High outside.
Caught him looking for the K. McClain thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 1-2. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Sends it to first.
You're up.
2 down. Back to the top of the order. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Just missed.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
And a slider in there for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
There's a swing and a drive. Into the corner, but foul.
Low inside.
2 down, nobody on. That's off the mark. 2-2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Line to left. And it.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. Runner from second crosses the plate. Now the tag.
For the Reds.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Graham Ashcraft.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Piazza, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Ashcraft, 28 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2019. Pitch misses. Ball one. And there's a rocket into the outfield, and that's going to get into the corner. The relay to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Here's the second baseman, Joe Morgan. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. In the dirt. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Pierce Johnson up and throwing for Terry Francona. Move to second. Piazza back on a dive. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they tack on to their lead. It's 10-3.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
Back to the top of the order now. Adrian Beltre, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Red Sox, Jimmy Rollins.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. In the air, right field. Marte settles under it. One down.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman Chipper Jones.
So stepping in for Boston, Chipper Jones.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
And a foul ball. Foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Line drive, and that's a base hit. And a man aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 2 runs across in the inning. All Red Sox in this one. This one in the air, center field. Myers on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Albert Pujols up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. That clips the corner. That's to third. Suarez. They get the force, and that is ready for the bottom of the eighth. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. So they bring on their closer in the eighth, Aroldis Chapman.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up. It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
This one popped up right side. Pujols drifts towards it, and there's one down.
Up next for the Reds, left fielder,
J.J. Bleday, the next to hit for the Reds. And first offering is fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Fastball for a strike.
Slider. Low outside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now two gone.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his fifth strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Marte stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Low middle.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Reds go down quietly. Not what they were looking for. It's 10-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez. Well struck right field. Raging back towards the wall. And out of here. So he blasts one out the other way. And they add on. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he...
New pitcher for the Reds. Here's Johnson.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now time called at the plate. Alex Cora turning to the bench for a new hitter, Luis Gonzalez. The 0-1. Almost got him. Ripped to right, base hit.
Up next for the Red Sox, center fielder Carlos.
Man at first, nobody out. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Activity in the bullpen. Tony Santillan preparing to come on if needed. Grounder might be 2. To Elliott, second for 1. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Mike Piazza. Foul ball there. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Center field. Myers on the move. And that'll do it. 1 for the Reds on the homer. On down. Back here at Great American Ballpark, we head to the bottom of the 9th. Dane Myers getting ready to hit.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Chapman, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Here's a 2-1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's 1 down. Now it's the Reds DH, Sal Stewart.
Yeah.
Four-seam fastball. Middle outside.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Morgan on to first. The Reds now down to their final out.
Four-seam fastball.
2 down, bases empty. Spencer Steer will
No.
hit next.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
And that's
Ball.
outside.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox